war. We've gone next. Present economic address issue. Remember when I was here in 26, economics were telling me that economics 101, economic success is being measured by the GDP. My the fourth in economics development 1977, GDP is good measure economic measure. Hence, economic policy 4 years after, and it was asking same measure G plus G X minus M, same thing. So knowing very well that he cannot address, cannot offer you solution to the economic problems that we have. I'm happy. 1997, we are looking for, and I get to know Grameen Bank. No collateral, no assets needed, no track records needed, no saving needed. What more given to the woman? So big hands to all the women in the hall. There's option to the economic theory. So in 1998, introduced Amanah Ikhtiar, which is then attending your programs, Prof. Muhammad Yunus. First, I went to your center in Dhaka, visited the program, followed you to work. I was in Bangkok, and I was convinced. And I'm not convinced we need a new mindset for peace. And hence we need to redesign the basic assumption of contemporary economics. We need to look into what the basic assumptions of economics of being selfish, of have to be competitive all the time, and living, because we need not to be greedy time. That's why just business talk about selflessness here. And we talk not only about competition, we talk also about collaboration. We don't talk about scarcity of resources, we talk about mindset of abundance. I'm going to leave you 3 new mindset that we need and 3 new quotes. The 3 new mindsets that we need, that the people need, that the world needs, is giving mindset. Number 1 mindset. So that you need not to be selfish and you need not to be greedy. Second mindset is collaborative mindset. It's not just you are in the world, not just to compete. And the third mindset is mindset of abundance. Because the world is not only about scarcity. So 3 mindsets: the giving mindset and abundance mindset. And 3 quotes. I love your quote. When I was in Bangkok, I was saying that money is happiness. Making other people happy is super happiness. And I was reading here by and every that is giving. I repeat, secret is giving. You can clap. Or another thing is, the more you give, the more you get. I can talk about your mathematics of giving, which will confuse all the accountants and mathematicians here, but leave it to me much later. Again, I'll repeat that. The more you give, the more you get. To all of you, to all the fraternity of social business, have a nice day in Langkawi and make the world a better place to live. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you very much, sir, for your address. Moving on to got the awarded speech Institute of Business Brazil 2001, director of art on Marina.
Cumprimento a todas as pessoas que participam algumas mais talvez é fundamental que empresas, governos, cidadãos no esforço para fazer esse enfrentamento. Aqui o presidente Lula priorizou a questão do clima e o combate juntamente com o combate como as principais pilastras do seu governo. No que concerne ao desmatamento, ele é o maior vetor de emissão de CO2 aqui no nosso país. Graças aos esforços que temos feito, nesses primeiros 6 meses, já conseguimos uma redução de 33,6% do desmatamento. É apenas o começo para alcançarmos a meta de desmatamento zero até 2030. Além disso, retomamos a criação das unidades de conservação, o combate ao garimpo ilegal, a proteção das terras indígenas. Estamos trabalhando na transição ecológica do Brasil. Desejo a todos vocês um excelente simpósio.
Greetings to everyone. Social Business Day 2023, and special Professor Mohamed Yunus. This year, a very appropriate title was chosen: War, Peace, Economy, and the future of humanity, by the damage they are alive, the environmental ends of existence. Others not so visible, silent, but equally harmful to our lives. Perhaps most damaging of all these wars are being with climate change. It affects every system, and it's essential that companies, governments, citizens join forces to face this challenge. In Brazil, Lula prioritized the climate issue against deforestation, together with the fight against inequalities, as the main pillars of his government. With regard to deforestation, it's the biggest vector of CO2 emissions in our country. Thanks to the efforts we've made in this first 6 months, we have already achieved 23.6% reduction in deforestation. It's just the beginning of reaching the goal of zero deforestation in 2030, something very audacious for Brazil. In addition, we resumed the creation of conservation units, the fight against illegal mining, understand social business can play an important role in this complex equation. Minister Marina Silva wishes all a very good Social Business Day 2023. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to the Honorable Minister, of course, Luciano, for facilitating the entire process. Ladies and gentlemen, as a part of the opening ceremony, this is the moment we're eagerly waiting for. Our keynote address. He's none other than the pioneer of social business and microcredit. He's the esteemed founder of Grameen Bank and has established over 50 companies in Bangladesh and many more across the world. He's been recognized by Fortune magazine as one of the greatest entrepreneurs of our time due to his unwavering innovation and entrepreneurial spirit. In 2000, awarded the Nobel Awards from countries, including just state honors, of being only 7 individuals to have received the Nobel Peace Prize, the United States Medal of Freedom, and the United States Congressional Medal. He's been featured in numerous renowned publications, to name a few: Times Magazine, Newsweek magazine. Please join me in extending to Nobel Peace laureates.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well, it's wonderful to start the social day. The speeches and the message part is over. Our family time begins. These are very powerful speeches, each one of them. Recorded ones and also the ones presented here. It's a very powerful speeches and very, very precisely aimed at what we are here for. And this family gathering we have been missing for some years now. Because here around the way back in 1997 with the McDonald's Summit, that's what we're that goal that we are trying to reach. And announcing that we'll be reaching 100 million poor to that looked like an impossible goal. Actually reach that 100 poorest women. Not so day. And the last one that we had was in Bangkok in 2019. And we had a great celebration getting together, and we committed ourselves to the goals that we always set possible goals as it looked at the moment, like the 100 million people reaching with microcredit. But we make it happen. And that's our that see them. Often set we didn't stop it, single one, the Social Business Day because of the COVID-19. We missed 2020, 21, and 22. So this is the first time we are doing the physical Social Business Day. It's amazing magic. It's wonderful to be on the screen together physically, but not shaking hands, giving a big hug with the family members. So that's where we're all Langkawi. 13 Business Day. One Business Day is a magic. Wonderful. You don't have to spell all the words, but seeing each other, hugging, shaking hands, exchanging notes, what you're doing, what they're doing, this gives us enormous power to go back. Where, as we used to call it, batteries are in which, but it's a super magic. The place is extremely happy that we could come here. I hope you see around and enjoy the beauty of nature, what it is like. And all these things, I never heard of Langkawi myself. My daughter did, he visited. But I never did. I came to Malaysia many times, but not Langkawi. So all came because I was here a year back. Dinner time in Alostar, they were asking me when is the next. So So that's the first time I'm hearing Langkawi and social. I never thought it will happen so quickly and with such enthusiasm. One get big one example. Everybody with all the excitement come everything that you all the AI day and night to make. Would you please that in Bangladesh that someone wants to meet me from Malaysia? He wants to come and talk to me. Those guys. So he came me again to Jakarta, Malaysia at that time. What he wants to do. The third time universities to create social business centers. Now he's talking about creating a whole university on social business. I thought that's a good idea. I never thought about that. And that's what AIU is all about. I hope you had a chance and somebody can explain what AIU does. The video did a wonderful job. It's a unique university. 86% of the students are foreigners. 86%. University that they're 20% of them are foreign students, 30% foreign students, 50% foreign students. You never heard of 86% foreign students. So the local students are minority. And then not only they are foreign students, they're poor, coming from poor families. They're chosen from the poor families around the world. And then financed by the university. It's absolutely upside down. You pay a lot of fee to get to a good university. You have to have a lot of money accumulated for your child to go to university. Here's the reverse. University pays for everything. Bring you here. Give you the best quality education. And that education is a social business education. So it's a sense. So it's a unique university. Let's give a big applause for the family who founded this university. It's a great inspiration, and not only for the students, also for the whole world. What education like? As I go back again, what education should be. I said these universities that we have around us is a labor-producing machine. You create job-ready young people. Job-ready young people. I keep saying it's a shame. Human beings are not born to work for somebody else. Human beings are independent souls. They have their own personal creativity and this creativity. Education, each one of this individual young person, the creativity inside of the person. Not to sacrifice that key for a job, take orders for somebody else. You destroy the life of a young person. I said, that's the wrong education. Education would be other way. Self-discovery. Know yourself, who you are. what you're here for. Define your purpose of life as you go through your education. You never heard of purpose of life in any education system. They talk about master's degree, they call it a bachelor's degree, they call it a PhD degrees. You got degrees. You don't come up with the purpose of life because you are preparing yourself to unleash the creativity that you have in the journey is to use that creativity. Here I was on this planet. You put your signature on planet. This is me. That's not what we do. We count years, get promotion, and retire. What a waste of a human life. So that's the distinction we make what education should be and what education is all about right now. So I applaud the initiative taken by Al-Bukhari International University. We are very happy that we got here with a good example right here. And now that we got together, we put our big title, War, Peace, and Economics. And what is in store for human being, for us? What does it mean to us? It gave us a good context. And many of you are familiar with what we have been doing during the COVID-19. People were so scared when the economy stopped. Government after government announcing bailout packages, you remember. Some billions of dollars, trillions of dollars bailout so that you start the engine. I was pleading to the world by writing, making appeals. No going back. We don't want to go back. Because here we are talking about our economic machine is wrongly designed. And we wish we could stop that machine, replace it with a new machine, which works the reverse. Literally reverse. And we found that such a difficult task, impossible task. Now, nature brought it. We didn't have new journey, things that we've done will be eliminated. Listening mode. Everybody was trying to get back. So it didn't work. Came the question of vaccine in the middle of 2020. Again, before the vaccine was designed, I was appealing to the world, make it patent free. Tell me, this is crazy. You can do that. I gave examples of example. People is polio. And that's why polio disappeared from the. And this has been an attempt, consistent attempt, because polio vaccine is patent free. I said, exactly this can be done for vaccine because everybody needs it. We went to WTO again and again. It needs 100% voting in favor, consensus voting. We come closer and closer, but never made it to 100%. The last one was done, 10 countries abstained, didn't vote. No, voted against it, not abstained, voted against it. It was not passed. So what happened with the vaccine? People died. 80% of the vaccine produced in the world went to 10 richest countries, 80%. 20% left for the whole world. They didn't get it. Rich countries have enormous stock of vaccines, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times the population. They're afraid vaccines will be available sometime, so they have to have keeping vaccines in stock and wasted them, throw them out. People died because they didn't get the vaccine. What happened if it was better? It could be produced anywhere in the world. And Bangladesh was a good candidate to produce vaccine. Many other countries, not Bangladesh alone, could produce their own vaccine. And on, patent free. Didn't happen. Strange case that we have been arguing again and again in the world. The economy that we built is changing profit. So by selling these vaccines, pharmaceutical companies who produced it made billions of dollars. Each board member of vaccine companies made billions of dollars. You made money in exchange of life. You're not ashamed of it. That's what the present economics is. This gives a very good example. It's a day-to-day thing. You see that happening. But you celebrate profit. You don't worry about the debts. And it's still vaccine is attention of the world. Good time, social business pharmaceutical companies. Pharmaceutical companies which maximization of profit will be medicine people come to this profit-making pharmaceutical companies. So for dollars worth of medicine, you pay tens of dollars because they control your life, the patent right, and you need it. They're not produced because they make enough profit. So people die. So this is what the economic system that we have. And that's where we come back to this title that we put, seeing what the economics is all about. This economics that we have is a machine which is designed to destroy this planet. Unknowingly, probably, they didn't figure out that it will destroy the planet, but that's what we do. That's what we talk about when we talk about global warming, climate change, and all the pollutions and all that. This is the creation of this machine. It's not done by the God, but there is. You using this machine every human being on every planet, where it will be all over. But move on that we built, the economics we have, celebrating that machine, celebrating the growth, celebrating that you make leads to more pollution, more avenues, and wave is going. Each, so you compare previous year to this year, a little bit more. A few years back to here is completely different. So that's where we are right now. Is a one-eyed machine. It sees only money. It doesn't see anything else. It doesn't see human beings. It all sees and make. That's what economics taught us. In the process, we do anything comes in our come on our way. And that is the conflict, that's the war the machine develops. We talk about peace. Don't forget about that. We create policies, institutions like United Nations and so on. But peace remains an orphan thing. There's no money behind peace. Because everything you do, you have to put money into it so that it works. But peace doesn't have that. Opposite of peace has lots of money. That's war. The moment you speak the word war, tons of money comes in. You want to fight. So we have, every country has a war ministry. We call it defense ministry. Preparing for the war. And a chunk of that money, budget money of the country, goes into the defense ministry. And you don't ask question about it because it's defense. You don't raise question. You pour in money into defense. And simple question I have been raising, why don't we have a peace ministry? If peace is such an important thing, shouldn't we have a peace ministry? If it's not in your mind, if it's not in your system, it will never happen. So why don't you create a peace ministry? And then allocate some budget for it. If this is the biggest budget, why don't you have, if peace as important as war, as important, not more important, then you should be having as much money into it. You have to pay for something that you want. Speeches make beautiful resolution passed by the United Nations, but no mechanism to achieve that. So I keep asking that question, why are we so against giving peace as equal status as war? Not more important status. I would like have 100% importance to peace than to war. It doesn't happen. So you have war industry, biggest part of your economy, a big part of economy, not the biggest. Pour in money to so everything war. All what they, there was, you have more combined. have in your policies. The play now saying it discuss making that country should have a peace up in made not to the new machine is impacted by that war because something going and it threatens war. Not the idea is that if you always end up with the same destination, the destination this time is the war because you wrote to the war. If you want to go to a new destination, you have to build a challenge here that we are gathering here. Make sure we are dedicated to build this issue in a previous social business day, creating a new civilization. This civilization is created wrong ideas, created a and that civilization about 0 and 0 and that's we want to create a new civilization, not less than creating a new civilization. It's going to save us. It's not about making a better life. Physically save us on this. We have no scapegoat. We're talking about climate change, yet also adding emphasis on that, zero waste. The whole economic is built on waste. How can you achieve waste? The number one, refuse. Refuse to stay, not comes with that. Refuse, fail to refuse, reduce. At least do less harm. Reuse. If you have not done that, now reuse whatever you have. Repurpose. This whole system of if that circular economy. That's the whole basis. The economy that we built, what does it say? Every newspaper you wrote, work in those states, buy, buy, buy. Anyway, they say get more. Everything you cost the everything. So when you buy something, it costs something to the planet. So what is the kind of economy we should build? It's a circular economy, which will always remain in circle. Nothing out. So that's what I to make 3-0 work do this summit in this, and we also managing 35 years old. Do what 3-0 clubs? They make a commitment. Not necessarily for me. Big thing. Kids want others. Anything. It's, you have to must buy as less as possible because you're not taking away because you have to repurpose it. Because you are it up. Need way. A3, sorry. Kind of things we act. This is here. So he's promoting and creating a business. It's coming up next year. Same time here. Later. You'll be we have been doing business. Now it got 2026. We want to make it big. We were invited. Now we are use money built for the sports people, for tourism, and many other things. So we are working with them to do that. So these are exciting discussion that will be what is going on in this planet on that one, sports and environment, what we are trying to do with the Silva Marina to create social business in Colombian government. Representative Colombia from Brazil is it but appropriate. First, I want to recognize for many of us this campaign microcredit summit back in 90. Stand up so that we can all see you. Right here. So give him a big applause. Thank you, Sam, for being here. Yeah. Yeah. Thank all the who came from other hand. Someone from Brazil. Would you stand up? This okay. Asia. And, coming all the way from there. And also the biggest delegation here, Malaysia. We would like to all the Malaysian delegates. Give them back. Please stand up. We have to see all the Malaysian delegates. Thank you. Wonderful. Thank you. And another big one is Nepal, the biggest delegation. Yeah. Please. Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much. And of course, Bangladesh delegation with the Grameen and the center. Yeah, please stand up. Thank you. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy your stay. It's a beautiful, it's a magical joint, but let's make a decision that we are going to change this world. We want to create a world of 3 zeros, to create a new generation of young people who will be this generation. That's the only way to save the planet. They have no way. You can make speeches after speeches. You will not save the generation who behave differently. Economics is different. Thank
Thank you very much, sir. We request you to would you request you to open the stage for Mia Murshid Mukhtar on stage. Also, of course, Professor Yunus is here. Could we please request all to join us on stage? Please. We also have Tan Sri Idris Juso. Sir, please join us as well. Thank you very much. appreciate gentlemen. Wow, it's a beginning start to our event. The insights, the inspirations truly embodies the spirit of the gathering here today. Ladies and gentlemen, we arrive at a delightful juncture of the day, which is the networking session and tea and coffee break. It's not just a time to relax and rejuvenate, but also an opportunity to share your insights, conversations with family members, friends, colleagues of the world. We would like to, when you make your way out to the tea and coffee break and networking area, please use the exit. All right. And there's signage and volunteers and ushers who will guide you through. Before you break, I'd also like to request that the next session is Advancing Peace and Ending War, Dialogue with Nobel Peace Laureate and Peace Leaders. It's an absolutely brilliant session, and we'd like you to come back on time. We'll be starting at 11:30 a.m. So please start making your way in by 11:25 so that we can have a start. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Wonderful opening ceremony. Off to the tea break then. Thank you.